All right, how about it? YouTube, talking individual, Michael Moore, come back with another video on gang stalking. All right, so last night they decided to do uh, sleep deprivation, which it really don't matter. They do it so much, man. It's like, man, who gives a shit? But they be talking crazy in a V2K the whole night. So what I do is I listen to sleep meditation, turn it up real loud. So that disrupts their frequency. So what they do is they turn up the frequency. So I just watched a video on so this guy, he just said something about a soul in a V2K. They keep saying that, and basically referring to Robert Duncan's Project Soul Catcher book. And it's like this. If you don't believe that this has a lot to do with the scripture, then that's your soul. You don't want it. You know what I mean? You hand it over to Satan, he'll take it. That's what they doing. But anyhow, they don't believe that. Uh anyway, I just watched a video about this guy. He found the voices by using some type of recording, uh a way to break down recordings. And he actually got uh, the voices of someone who was supposed to be schizophrenic, and the guy actually said what he heard in the V2K during the video, and they actually broke it down through the sound wave, the hertz. So I'm gonna try to get me some equipment like that so I can break down mines, and that actually just excited me. That made me feel real good to actually see that somebody actually broke through and was able to catch these voices on recording. So hopefully we'll have more people doing that. Uh, like one day I actually heard them come through my Bluetooth. So I was hoping to actually, uh, you know, that have that happen again. And just from his video, he says that they're using they're using uh, one certain frequency. So I'm gonna figure out a lot more about these different uh, hertz and frequencies. That way, I can figure out how they doing this. But lately, I've been getting a lot of workplace mobbing. I don't even know why they still try. Like, I've been through so many of it, so much of this. It's like I pretty much know the whole playbook to all of it, and I can see it a mile away. But yet and still, they still trying on me. You know. So I've been going through that a lot lately. But these people are fucking sick as hell, man. I mean, they start shit just so they can do shit to you. Like carry out attacks. Like they actually will make reasons to carry out attacks on you. So I've been getting images of this one dude's wife. I only got one image. It was like it didn't show her face, but I know she know about it because all I seen was like a leg, and it was the left leg. And I come to work, she got her left pants leg rolled up. So they know what they're doing. And you try to give these motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt. You try to say, well, maybe they don't know about it. Maybe it's just a part of this B system where it makes images and stuff like that. They know about the damn images. They making the fucking images. They literally know about it. I didn't think they knew about it. I thought it was just like some shit because, I thought it was just because the things that I see and uh, whoever does the remote monitoring, or whether it's a computer or not, just replays it to me in my sleep. So I ain't never seen her without no clothes on, you know. So I mean, she didn't have, she wasn't naked, but it was like a sheet on her, like a white sheet. And this has happened before with other people at the workplace. Like I seen this one chick just standing in the middle of a room, uh, from like a long distance. And I also seen the cops. Like I had looked out my window during the day, and when I went to when I looked out the window, it was like a group of cops outside pulling somebody over. But when I went to sleep, that whole scene was in my dream. And instead of me looking at the cops, they were all staring back at me, looking at me as if they saw me there. And then I also had uh they put so-called attacks from um from my hometown back in my head, which I don't even believe really happened, like really was an attack. They do this no touch torture and they try to make you feel like all this shit happened to you. This basically them putting they rewiring your senses in your mind to make you, in your brain and your neurons, to make you think that stuff happened, but it didn't happen. And what they did was they replayed that and made it like I was getting attacked by like some fucking Dragon Ball Z character. They love playing all these little stupid ass games. I have never seen like people so fucking childish in my fucking life. But this is what they do. And this is the whole Dragon Ball Z thing is because I started watching Hebrew Israelites, and they had a lot of Dragon Ball Z theme art kind of like stuff in their videos. And this was something that obviously when I watch it, they get it, and they actually go back and plan on how they gonna make this into a tag and what they gonna say about it, all that old creepy, weird ass shit, right? So that's what they put in the video. What I mean? Well, it's not a video. They put that in my it's like a fake dream. It ain't a real dream though. I don't even have dreams no more. It's like if I do have something, it's not a dream. It's just them doing this little fake stuff all the time. And I just thought that was strange. Like they all know about the images, but yet and still they will still constantly act like they not doing nothing. They were like they not doing nothing. Carry on their day as if they ain't did a damn thing until they feel like uh, picking at me and bullying at me, and then they'll start gaslighting or they'll start like doing little shit. I really think their minds have been taken over, like honestly, because they constantly try to hijack minds by attacking me at night. Like I can literally feel the fucking the microwave, the EMF waves. I can feel them hitting my head. It's like a heat sensation, and my muscles in my face start twitching, start moving and stuff. So what I'm gonna do, since I found out that I can actually catch this on recording, cause all it is them trying to send the voices to me, and when I cut on my I got a Bluetooth speaker, I hook that up and I turn on 10 hours of sleep meditation real loud. And it's like waterfalls. So it's hard for, I can't hear them then. So I sleep peacefully. So they don't like that. So what they do is they hike up the sound to where they can try to get it to come through. But most of the time it still don't come through. I end up going to sleep anyway, and they wake me back up. So they dumbass don't got caught. They don't got caught sending this stuff to this man who thought he was schizophrenic. And that's what they try to make me out of. If I was to go to the doctor, they'll try to say I'm schizophrenic. I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not stupid. I'm very smart. But they act like they smarter than me because they got this shit going on and I don't found out all they stuff. That's the part that's crazy to me. I'm like, how the hell you think you smarter than me and I'm still study finding out what you doing and point it out. Like I literally did not know that they knew about these images. But they know, so they're making them in that scripture. But yet still, they'll still say it ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Got everything to do with it. Little do you know, uh, like it's another guy, I forget his name, but all of the Turn Individual videos, man, some of these guys fucking are awesome. They find like the greatest information and they be exposing them. But anyhow, this one guy, he actually broke down what I've been trying to say. They are using old version. Well, they found the way that the Egyptians were using uh, the Satan. So Satan is just a biocommunication. And this guy in this video that he just posted, that's exactly what he was talking about. Biocommunication. That's what he said it was in those frequencies was biocommunication. So that's what the hell Satan was in the scripture because he was trying to uh, convince Jesus to jump off the cliff. So this was basically what was happening to Jesus. He was being sent uh, voice to skull. See what I'm saying? That's what it was about. And the reason why I feel like he went into the wilderness because he had to be alone. Because with this Satan, everything that you see, everything that you hear, it needs to make a negative situation out of it. So that's why when Jesus was there and he was looking at those rocks, and Satan was like, "Oh yeah, get them rocks," because that was the only thing around that it could talk about. It probably was talking about the trees, maybe a bird, but they didn't put that in there. They just put. Uh, he said something about turning those stones into bread. See what it does with me. Anybody around me, it's like it pings on that person, and it would go negative about that person, and that person because all of these dudes and all these women and these men are like hive minds, so they hear your thoughts. Even if it ain't your shit, they think it's you. So they'll turn around and they'll be like, if somebody come by me, something negative will pop out. And then they'll think it's something that I said to them. But I'm literally ain't even saying nothing, I'm just basically fighting off this stuff all day. So uh that's what I believe why he went there to be by himself. Because having this around, uh, having this Satan thing being ran on you, while you're around people, it tries to merge you with the people. So it's been giving me these different ideas and things like that. It's like it's a tempter, and it always wants to tempt you and to offer you things to like it wants to deprive you of things. Like when he was there, he didn't have any food. So he fasted, right? And that was depriving him of food. But at the same time, it was like, hey, I got these rocks over here, these stones. Why don't you eat them? And this is what it does to me. It does anything that's around me, whether it's a person, uh, male or female. It doesn't even matter. I mean, this thing is just it's just completely negative, and I can see how people who end up on it, they hurt people and maybe hurt themselves because it'll have you like fire hot mad, because it's always trying to pit you against the next person. When I say pit you, it's trying to like it's basically trying to set you up an opponent all the time, you know, and you may not even really feel negative about that person, but it'll jump up in them, and then they'll start acting weird, and you'll notice it. But then the next day will come and it'll be like nothing ever happened. So that's why he went there to be by himself. Because if he was around all of those people, like especially all the people who had already given themselves over to Satan, it would have been, it would have been harder than what it really was. I'm not saying that it wasn't hard for him. 40 days and 40 nights, that's a long time, and that could be in God years, that could be like 40 years. We don't know. But anyhow, a lot of people here now they've been on V2K for 30, 40 years, you know. But since we are finding all this different stuff, there is hope, you know. And I'm definitely gonna try to figure out how this guy broke that down to actually find those voices. Cause I've been thinking the whole time that I just need to go and get this a Bluetooth system big enough to just hopefully one day that it syncs with it, because that's what it does. It bounces off of other stuff. It bounces off of it carries off of other noises. So if if like I said, I work in a warehouse where it's all forklift traffic, and when those forklifts are moving around, all I hear is these voices, and it amplifies them. So it makes them louder. So like if a car come by and they got a stereo playing really loud, those voices can amplify off of that stereo. You see what I'm saying? So it carries itself off of other sounds. And when I was in that car that had the Bluetooth stereo in it, it was built into the car. And what happened was I turned on the stereo and I was trying to sync my phone to the car, which it was already synced to the car. But I was trying to go to my playlist on my Apple Music and listen to some music before I left the parking lot at work. And all of a sudden, the exact voices that I hear in my head came out of the damn stereo. You see what I'm saying? So they've been sitting around here telling all these people that they're schizophrenic, and they're not. They just been messing their heads up, putting them on this Satan. And whether they believe it's Satan or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep telling them that it's the exact same thing. It's just a newer version of it. And they don't think that I don't know what make them think for 1 second that Satan is gonna be allowed to continue to carry on and take down the whole planet, because that's what it's doing. It's all over the whole planet. That's what this stuff is. I mean, I used to watch Brian too, and I used to, sometimes I used to not believe him. I was like, man, it's no way he all the way over there in Ecuador, and he got gang stalkers messing with him. Man, he is telling the truth. I got dudes like I made a video about this guy. I think he was like, I said he was a homosexual. I think he is, but that's besides the point. He's a feminine dude to me, and he stole my scan gun off my forklift while I was on break, and lied to me. Immediately lied to me and said he didn't do it. So you're lying and you're stealing off the rip. You just came straight in the door ain't even really clocked in good, and you stealing stuff, okay? And that's what he did. But this guy, he's from another country. He's not. He's not. I mean, maybe he was. Maybe he was born here, but I can tell he's like, his ethnicity is like a foreigner. He's from someplace else. So this shit is everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like it's literally everywhere. And the scripture said this is what Satan would be doing. But they don't see it like that because they look for this person. They look for this dude, this red dude and with some horns on his head. Shit, if you knew what I was going through and you could actually put this stuff into a body, it would be some dude with horns on his head. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that wild. But it's all negative. It's always trying to create mess. And that's what gang stalking is, you know? But it's all over the world. But anyhow, I know I told you guys I was going to make a whole bunch of videos the other day. Didn't have time to do it. Sound like a cat. Sound like a cat at my back door. But anyhow, I didn't get to do those videos, so I'm going to try to do them again. I'm going to try to do some while I'm at work. But hell, half the time I don't have much time to do it because I'm always trying to figure out more stuff from other gang stalker videos. But this last one, it was only that gang stalking. I think it's that gang stalking show. It may not be that. If I find it, uh, I'll just put the link in the description. Well, it won't be the link because I'm doing it from my phone. It'll just be the title of the video and what channel that it's on.